The dad was a bit of a meanie by the sounds of it.
Or misunderstood as we're filming in his bedroom.
Yeah, oh yeah, let's not say anything bad. Here I am saying, oh, I feel welcome, and then he's like, I'll fix that. And maybe this is the moment I would come to regret.
Yeah.
What followed this conversation was by far the most terrifying night we had ever experienced. And to this day, we're still trying to figure out what happened.
I'm so confused what just happened.
Now let's start from the beginning.
In this episode, we travel to the stunningly beautiful Fall River in Massachusetts to visit the Lizzie Borden Bed and Breakfast, which is home to one of the most mysterious, unsolved murder cases of the 1800s. Let's take a look. In the summer of 1892, 32-year-old Lizzie Borden, who had been out in the garden, entered her family home and found her father on the couch after he had been brutally murdered. She called out to the family maid Maggie, who was taking a nap in her room upstairs. Maggie quickly came down and they alerted the authorities. A search of the home led to the discovery of Lizzie's stepmom, who had also been violently murdered. It was later believed that both victims had been killed with an axe by none other than Lizzie herself, after an all-male jury decided that a woman wasn't capable of such a crime. Lizzie was acquitted. This mysterious case remains unsolved to this day.
And for the next 2 nights, we will be sleeping in the bedroom of Lizzie Borden. So yeah, wish us luck.
Hi, I'm Claire. And this is Danny.
Hello.
We're exploring places around the world that are at the heart of spooky stories. Then we're gonna decide if we find them fun or scary.
Jesus Christ, what the was that?
They're scary.
In the corner. It's the creepy dog in the corner. Oh God. I was gonna do this round of exploration with Claire asleep, but I woke her up and now she's got the giggles, so she's just gonna laugh over there for a while, and we're gonna go take a late night quiet tour of this super creepy ass place. We're gonna head out. Oh yes, very asleep, I see. This is Lizzie Borden's bed that Claire is sleeping in currently, which is terrifying. And then this is her sister's bedroom, which currently contains our luggage. Alright. Midnight house tour time at the witching hour. Because what could go wrong up those stairs, right? Especially with my trusty ghost hunting footwear. Super safe in a house that is 176 years old. Nothing could go wrong. Okay. Room 1 at top of the stairs. Oh God, that was a weird sound. What the fudge was that? It sounded like someone just ran up the stairs behind me. That was freaking weird. Yay! Okay. So this is the bedroom at the top of the stairs. You know, where the bear sits on the chair like you just don't care. This room that just kind of always has a light on. So we haven't taken a tour. We don't really know what any of this stuff is. They kind of just gave us the keys to the house and took off, which is kind of wild. Don't know if that's a thunder jug or... better not think about it. Then this is by far and away the creeper room. So there's just like a bunch of children's toys sitting in the corner, because that's not weird. Creepy doll bedroom. Why are you sitting on the corner? Just hanging out. Just like a doll would. In the corner. Just a creepy doll in the corner. Oh god. Okay. Alright, so that is the 3rd floor, y'all. Let's see if I do these without killing myself. This is Papa's bedroom. Okay. So that's all kind of weird, guys. Signing off. I'm gonna go pass out. We got an early breakfast that they're cooking us in the oven that Lizzie Borden cooked her bloody clothes in, I guess. Yeah.
Now might be a good time to mention that breakfast was not cooked in the oven owned by the Borden family.
This looks pretty good.
To be fair to Danny, that might have been something that I said to him at some point, not really knowing what I was talking about.
Have you had any of it yet?
Nope, just about to start. We got chocolate chips in our pancakes.
This is gonna be the best day ever. This is gonna be the best day ever. Wake up, top of the morning. The bacon is crispy, the coffee is pouring.
Can we have the one Boston cream donut? Thank you so much, you two.
Be the best day ever. You got me looking so fresh. I can't get no better. Baby, I'm a T-Rex, ready to rumble, ready to flex. I'm the king of the jungle. Wanna be the best. Shake up. I got a red.
After breakfast, we went to Dunkin' Donuts and we drank frappes by the water while we waited for our historical tour of the Borden House.
Oh baby, pass me the butter, gonna roll with it. It's gonna be the best day ever. You got me gonna be the best, best, I'm flying 10 feet off the ground.
How do you feel about it so far?
I feel like has a calming, relaxing, welcoming feel, almost. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel like, I don't know, there's something that's not, again, like some horrible stuff happened here, but
Yeah.
it isn't like a real heavy, eerie feeling for some reason. Like
Yeah. That's so true.
Kind of chill.
Yeah. Any weirdness, though?
I definitely, while you were sleeping, I went up the servants' quarters stairs,
Yeah.
and I was going up into the 3rd floor. And I got to the top of the stairs, and I was like about to go into the bedroom, and then I heard like some quick little footsteps like behind me really quickly. And I thought it was you, and I like turned around and like no one was there. At the top of the stairs. Oh god, that was a weird sound. And then today we learned when we were doing one of the tours, the tour guide said that there used to be kids that would play in that room. He was saying that a lot of people say they hear like little like pitter patter of feet and like laughing and like
Toys.
Like that definitely weirded me out though,
Yeah.
because we got in late, I didn't know anything, and that was something that happened, and I was like, that was weird, but I'm just gonna write that one off and go to bed. And then
Yeah.
hearing her talk about it today, I was like, yeah, that's weird. We find this fun.
Yeah.
But also, like, on the tour today, there's, like, an elderly couple, and they were just like, you couldn't pay me to sleep here. And I was just, like, walking next to her being like, I am.
I know that was.
I'm doing that.
I know that was. I heard that too.
So it's all, like, whatever tickles your fancy.
And I think someone farted.
Someone definitely farted on the tour, which crushed Claire for the next 10 minutes. I was like,
When I get really tired, I can't switch my giggles off. And so I had to, fall into Danny's shoulder and,
I heard it.
So
I just felt
I was
Claire
like, oh no.
trying to stifle her laughs in my back. And
I was trying to
just
get your body to
act normal.
absorb all my giggles. But
Public flatulence will get you. That's
I
your
know.
thing.
I'm a sucker for that every time. Yeah.
Yeah, she was like, now this is the room, and this is a sad room. And we were
I was like, no.
oh no. And I was like trying to tune back in, but I was like, I just knew you derailed at that point. And I was like, you're listening to just like horribly sad news while Claire's just like trying not to like have a hysterical fit in the middle of the tour.
No, that was really inappropriate. My behavior, not the farting. That's like healthy and it happens. It's an accident. I felt bad. Like I'm sure that guy was embarrassed and I made it worse. So immature. Oh man, I hate that. But yeah.
That was the highlight of the tour.
After doing the tour, who do you think was responsible?
I honestly don't know, and I feel like
Yeah.
for me to try to pin a suspect would just be such a...
Yeah.
I don't know what that weird noise was.
Yeah.
For me to try to pin a suspect would just be such a...
Yeah.
I don't know what that weird noise was. Yeah, this door locks only from this
Oh,
side.
yeah, right. So we can't lock it from the
We
inside.
can't lock it from our room. They can lock it from their room, which is how the dad set it up, because he wanted to be able to lock Lizzie out of his quarters, but didn't want Lizzie to be able to lock him out of her quarters.
Yeah, the dad was a bit of a meanie by the sounds of it. And you know, obviously he didn't deserve what happened to him. Like that. Yeah.
Or misunderstood as we're filming in his bedroom.
Yeah, oh yeah, let's not say anything bad. Here I am saying, oh, I feel welcome. And then he's like, I'll fix that. And we arrive at this humiliating freeze frame once again.
Yeah.
Before the night took a drastic turn, we went downstairs and we explored all the weird, creepy stuff down there. Like there was the living room, there was Lizzie herself, there was this stairway that they went up to find the mom super murdered. Then there was the downstairs with the couch and Mr. Borden and the axe. And then there was this really creepy dining room that had a pear and an iron. And oh my dear God, there's that. And then there's a pear and some broken dishes and stuff. And then there's this really creepy father thing on the wall. And then there's Mr. Borden. Hey guys. All right, so we are back at Fun or Scary Home Base. We are no longer at Lizzie Borden, as you can see, because life's less terrifying right now. So we'll recap night 2 in a moment here. We're going to, after taking some distance, review night 1 first, when things were a little more not terrifying. Night 1 first.
Night 1 first.
Alright, something happened here.
That was a weird noise.
What was that noise?
It's like a growl or something.
That's me. What am I doing?
Just drawing something.
Seriously though, is this not weird? What am I doing?
It's pretty weird. It's like you're...
I mean, I'm holding the camera all day. Like, I don't know if I'm stretching my arm in my sleep, but like...
Yeah. There seems to be a lot of whatever you're doing. Oh, you're finished.
Yeah, we're starting to get some daylight out here.
Yeah, I think I'm really awake now. Night 1 was pretty smooth sailing, right?
Pretty normal. So night 2 is when things got a little freaky deaky.
Good. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, stuff got weird. Alright, want to dig into it? Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is after I've brushed my teeth.
Right.
And I've come into the room.
Yep. And
And you're still in bed.
I'm asleep. At this point, I've like, this place isn't haunted to me. I'm asleep.
So I grabbed a face cloth, so I'm probably going to like... Alright, so I'm going to like wash my face and like turn some lights off, I'm guessing at this point.
Gotta go clean yourself up.
Gotta clean that face, yo. You don't want ghost on your face.
No. Okay, you're back.
Alright, so I'm back in.
Your face is nice and clean.
So things are normal right now.
Yes.
Nothing is strange. I itched my butt. right in front of the camera. Itch the butt right in front of the camera.
Why did you do that?
You're welcome,
Was
world.
it itchy? Was it a wedgie?
I don't think it was a wedgie.
I think that's something.
Alright, so now.
What bed? Claire? Claire? What did you just say?
I didn't say anything.
No, you just said something.
I didn't say anything.
Are you being serious?
I'm being serious.
What the f***? You really didn't just say that?
I didn't say a word.
Okay, let's recap. Here's what happened from where I was. I knelt down and I was looking at the screen. So I leaned down to check the monitor. It's
Right.
pitch dark, so the only light in the room is from this monitor. This is gonna sound crazy. I'm just throwing this out there.
Yes.
I'm looking at the monitor and I'm clicking through and I'm like, yep, camera 1's cool. Yep, camera 2's cool. And as I'm clicking through, in what my senses told me, suddenly an old man's face felt like it went right up against my face, and he whispered in my ear something I couldn't make out.
Yeah.
To me, it sounded like it was like Latin or something.
Yeah.
And so I just all of a sudden felt this face, and he said like,
Ugh.
and then as soon as I turned my head, there was nothing
Yeah.
there. We just watched that.
Right.
There was no old man there.
No.
But it was like, I saw him in my peripheral vision. He just like entered the light from the screen. And I could like feel the wind on my ear. It was so present.
Right.
And he was gone the second I looked.
You could see someone?
It was like, I'm looking here, and it was like peripheral vision. Old man's face came right up to my face. And I just remember immediately thinking, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
And that's why I turned to you and said, what did you just say?
Yeah, I think you were like, babe.
Yeah. And you were pretty much asleep, right? I
I
kind of
was
woke you
asleep,
up.
which is so hard for me to do. Let's
All right.
pay attention here.
You didn't say that?
You didn't say a word.
I don't know. I thought you just started talking. It was like a fairly complete little sentence. I didn't know what it was. It was like whispering. It was like something. I was like, what?
I heard that too. I heard that yesterday. I thought it said, this is this, but I thought whispering said, how much did that cost? Is that weird?
Yeah.
What you said really scared me because the night before I heard like a whisper in my ear, and it was a jumbled sentence. I didn't understand it.
Like mine.
Yeah, and it was like maybe another language. I didn't think of that at the time. I was just like, oh, it's just kind of, I don't really understand what is being whispered in my ear. But then it turned into the weirdest thing. And I think this is why I kind of discarded it, like, because it was just such a weird thing to say. but it went jumbled sentence and then it turned into how much did it cost? Or how much does it cost?
It's weird. So the next day we went on a tour to actually like get a tour of the house and figure out what some of the stuff was.
Yeah.
And that's when we learned that Lizzie Borden's dad, who lived in that bedroom behind our bed,
Yeah.
that door that I'm standing near right here,
Yeah.
goes into his bedroom. And we found out her dad was very wealthy, but very crazy stingy.
Really stingy to the point of cruelty.
To the point of cruelty,
Yeah.
where he was like penny pinching, like
Yeah.
at the cost of his like family and his
Yeah.
family's happiness. And
Like he wouldn't let them get like new clothes or anything like that, or
but also he like made them like go to the bathroom like in like a hole in the ground in the
Yeah.
backyard when he was like a multi-millionaire in the late 1800s,
right. Yeah.
which is like a crap load of money.
Yeah. It's really sad.
Super interesting.
Yeah.
But that was weird when we kind of put that together.
Yeah.
That was the beginning of the weirdness. And the weirdness started continuing from here. So it happened right at like 2:22.
Okay.
I thought it said to sleep, but I thought his ring said, how much did that cost?
How much did that cost?
When did you hear it?
I just like turned all the lights out so it was like dark, and I went over just to make sure that the infrareds were on. And like as soon as I bent down to the monitor, it was like right behind me, and it said like 702. And I thought it was you.
What did it say?
I don't know. I just think. I mean, you heard that, right?
What?
Whatever just cracked over there.
When we were talking about it, something like cracked in the corner. And that's when I look up to look there and you're like, you heard that, didn't you? And
What did it say?
I don't know. I just think. I mean, you heard that, right?
after the crack in the corner, I asked Danny to make sure the door was locked. He then stared into space for a little while before looking for an old man ghost in his suitcase.
I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I'm like, did the suitcase say it? Like, what?
Then he sat up in bed and stared into the darkness before he finally fell asleep, still wearing his glasses.
I'm still so confused what just happened.
But then we decided it might actually be better if we slept with the lights on. Then Danny finally fell asleep, but I lay awake, and then I heard a sigh coming from the room behind ours. Oh my god. You heard it, right? And I tried to wake Danny, but he was really hard to wake up.
What?
Then I heard the sigh closer to the open door.
I know you. Please don't be trouble. I'm sorry. Just that you're falling asleep.
And Danny eventually got up and closed it. Then he fell asleep, sitting up, which I've never seen him do before. And then the sun came up, and we got the out of there.
So I don't know, like, was Lizzie Borden's house fun or scary?
Oh, scary. What do you think?
Scary.
Yes, it was scary.
Night one, fun. Night 2?
Yeah,
Scary.
very scary.
I have no explanation for anything that happened. I really don't.
Did you feel threatened by the voice, or what was scary?
In that moment, I think I just realized I have no flippin' clue.
Right.
Is this place like harmful? Is this the beginning of like
Yeah,
some real craziness going on?
right.
Like something whispering in your ear will do a number on your brain, but like
Yep.
what's next? You know what I mean? So I don't know. Like, I mean, I kind of was just like,
Yeah.
what are we? Where do we go when we're not here? Like, it was just like everything
Yeah.
in that weird moment just all fell apart. And I think the like fear, like this, like, was I scared thing came from like that house being the epicenter of this like epiphany for me of just how much I don't know.
Before signing off, we wanted to replay something calming, relaxing, welcoming feel, almost. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel like, I don't know, there's something that's not, again, like
Did someone just giggle when we said the house wasn't eerie?
that's not, again, something that's not, again.
Okay, so I think it's fair to say that we were sufficiently spooked here. I do think, though, that we'll always look back on this experience and question, is haunted a real thing? Or can fear genuinely make you believe that it is? Thanks so much for watching, and we look forward to catching you on the next video. Bye!